You know King Duncan?
Yeah.
He was found dead this morning.
What?
Yeah. So I got you guys a new case, and you need to get on it before the media finds out.
We're on it. Hey guys, here's some bad news. King Duncan's been found dead in his quarters. What? Yeah. Oh my God. We need you to examine some evidence. Okay.
Was this found at the crime scene?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really testing science. Alright. It's gonna take a while for it to actually. Alright.
Hey guys, so what have you found out so far?
Well, there were iron filings in the sugar that we found.
Really?
Yeah. And on the glass that was found in King Duncan's room, Lady Macbeth's fingerprints were found on it.
Oh, this is big.
Yeah. And her blood was also found on the bandage at the crime scene.
Looks like everything's pointing towards her. So I think it's time to start interviewing Lady Macbeth. Let's go. You at the time of King Duncan's murder.
I was in my home. We had been having a little gathering, and so I was at my house.
Okay. Can someone confirm your alibi?
Oh, I think there'll be lots of people. We had many guests at our house that night.
Do you know anyone who is enemies with King Duncan?
Well, you know, I think when you're a king, there's always people who don't want you to be successful, or maybe don't like you, but I can't think of anybody specifically, no.
Okay.
Except maybe Macduff. He didn't really like King Duncan. He was pretty outspoken about that.
Can you explain why we found your blood at the crime scene?
My blood? Oh, yeah, of course. I was, like I said, I was hosting a party, and so it was a dinner, and I went into the kitchen before everybody arrived, and I was just trying to help in the kitchen a little bit, and I cut myself when I was working in there, and then I just grabbed some band-aids and took care of that, and then maybe they ended up somewhere else. I don't know.
Found your fingerprints at the crime scene. Do you know how this happened?
Well, of course I do. It's my home, so I would expect that you would find my fingerprints there. I live there, after all.
Lady Macbeth said the Macduff and Macbeth had a disagreement, like they were enemies.
So we should go interview Macbeth?
As soon as possible. Where were you last night at the hours of 5 p.m. to 1 a.m.?
That's pretty hard for me to answer. I hosted a party, as you probably know, and I do have a very large castle. And sorry, what time did you say?
5 p.m. to 1
From
a.m.
5 p.m. to 1 a.m. I was all over my castle, being a good host, moving amongst the guests, in various rooms, kitchen, bathrooms, into some bedrooms, making sure everybody was happy with their accommodations.
Did you ever go up to King Duncan's room?
Not when he first arrived. I showed him in his party where they would be staying, but after that, I would classify my relationship with King Duncan as friendly and professional. He, as with anybody who is king, he came to me fairly often for advice on various issues before he made some decisions that impact everybody in the whole land. And it was very friendly. I wouldn't say we're the best of friends, but it was professional and friendly.
Any enemies?
I think as king, you always have enemies. And no matter what decisions you make, you're always angering somebody.
What was your relationship with Macduff?
He's a jerk. He's just a deadbeat. I don't really have much respect for him at all.
Why is that?
because he does interesting things, stuff that I don't agree with, and doesn't work that hard. He's pretty lazy. He's not really going anywhere in life, so seems to want things to come to him just because, not because you work hard for it.
What do we have to do?
We've done Macbeth and Lady Macbeth. Now we need Witch, Macduff, Donald, and Don.
Alright. Investigating the case of King Duncan, who was murdered. Do you know anything about this?
I have no idea. I never knew he was. I didn't even know he was dead.
Do you know anyone who was enemies with King Duncan?
Well, I know the Macbeths. They had some issues with them. I believe Lady Macbeth is a very ambitious person. But whether they had anything to do with the death, I can't say.
The last time you saw the king alive?
Oh, I think when well, because as you probably know, I do help him out with medicine. I supply him with his needs, and so it was a couple of days ago when we met, and I gave him some of his medication.
What kind of medication did you give him?
Well, I gave him a lot of different things, but one of them was cocaine.
Relationship with King Duncan.
I'm Macduff, and my relationship with King Duncan, we were business associates.
Are you aware that he died on the night of the 7th?
I'm very, very much aware.
What were you doing that night between the times of 5 p.m. and 1 a.m.?
That Thursday night, that was the Macbeth's party. How do I put this lightly? Macbeth and I don't really get along. We don't really see eye to eye. And he was hosting a party, and everyone felt it necessary to attend, including King Duncan. I, on the other hand, don't care much for
Can
him.
you describe the crime scene where you found the body?
Wow. It runs over and over my head, but I need to think about what exactly was there. There's King Duncan's dead body in the bed, and at the scene was King Duncan's lucky pen. And I don't know if I should have done this, but I took the pen just because we've used it for so many things, signing business deals. He always insisted on using this pen, and with Duncan gone now, I was hoping to continue to use it kind of in memory of him, and maybe it'll give me good luck. Obviously do more as well for him as he might have hoped, but I'm not sure if I should have taken it from the crime scene.
Probably not. Can we get a sample of the blank?
You ready? Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying. Always lying to me. You're lying so much. You're making it
You're
hard.
investigating the murder of King Duncan, who died on the night of the 7th. Where were you that night?
I was at the party.
Did anyone see you there that could confirm your alibi?
Oh, everyone.
Everyone?
Everyone. I was
Anyone
there
with
for
a
the night.
relationship with your father?
It was a little rocky at times. He didn't always approve of this idea,
I
you know,
understand.
and being the second child, that Macbeth, he was trouble.
Really?
Oh, I think so. I think he was trouble. And Lady Macbeth, I once heard Lady Macbeth call her husband weak, spineless. She had a side to her, but she made an amazing pound cake. Oh my God, amazing pound
You
cake.
were involved in a murder investigation of King Duncan, who died on the night of the 7th. Do you know anything about this?
Do I need a lawyer for this?
Did you notice any suspicious activities around the place or time of murder?
You know, my father is a grumpy old man, and, you know, I noticed that he'd been drinking a little bit more than usual, and he seemed to be happier.
Did you see him arguing with anyone before or leading up to his death?
Arguing specifically? No. He's loud, he's grumpy, he'll be yelling at
These are our prime suspects, and Lady Macbeth is a bit suspicious. I don't know, because we found all these clues at the scene pointing towards her, like the fingerprint on the glass and her blood. I don't know why that was on the desk. You should look into that. Next we have Malcolm and Donalbain, who fled the scene after they found he was dead, the king. And Donalbain, I don't know, maybe he could have killed his father for not supporting his life decision. He is pretty helpful, but I don't know, he also could be a suspect because his family and wife, they're gone because of kidnapping. All the evidence adds up to Lady Macbeth. She's definitely guilty. Let's go make an arrest.
Results are back. The ink sample matched Macduff's pen.
It makes so much more sense.
I know.
The way Macduff said he only drinks coffee when he's with the king,
Yeah.
he must have been poisoning him all this time.
Hello?
Bryn, you can arrest Lady Macbeth.
What? Why?
Because it was Macduff.
Okay, I'll be there immediately. Okay, we're here. What is it?
Results from Macduff's pen came back.
What happened?
You know the note that was found at the crime scene?
Yeah?
Macduff wrote it.
What?
Yeah, and he's been putting iron in King Duncan's tea all this time.
And it's been
God,
poisoning
this is
him.
big news. We gotta make the arrest now. We know you killed Duncan.
It wasn't me. It was Macbeth. Didn't you look into that?
He didn't do it. You're under arrest for the murder of King Duncan.
Curses, Macbeth! Curses!
Good job, guys. Another case finished.
Yes. Great. We gotta make the arrest now. What did you tap?
Bryn, you can arrest Lady Macbeth. Is this on the fucking...
Okay. Hey guys, we have some bad news.
What?
King Duncan has been found dead in his chambers.
Oh my gosh.
gosh.
What? The king was, obviously he knows because he's wearing a crown, right? We are here investigating the murder of King Duncan. Where were you then the night of the 7th?
I was moving into frame.
Oh. Okay. When was the last time you saw your father?
The last time I saw Dad was at the party.
You can just go.